This week's video is sponsored by Pouch, a free way to get some brilliant discounts on your online shopping and to be ready for the upcoming Black Friday deals. But anyway, more about that in a bit. Let's crack on with this explore.
I said we should have caught that earlier train.
I only want to see your ticket now.
Hello and welcome back to Exploring with your dad and your older brothers.
I was thought you were my granddad. What's that all about?
Maybe your uncles. Right. Sorry, welcome. Hello, my name is Martin and welcome back to another video. So, we're here in Nottingham. I don't know where I am. I drove for miles. This was as bad. Getting here was as bad as Beelar, honestly. Just drove for miles and miles and I was late. Anyway, Ant and Darren from Adventure Me. Whenever 2 or 3 YouTubers are gathered together, then there shall be tea and biscuits. You've got a flask, haven't you?
I definitely have.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, to be serious, we're in Nottingham and this is one of Ant's haunts. He's brought us along here as the host. This is the Mappily Tunnel. I'm going to give you some information in a bit. I'm going to show you a map and all the rest of it like I do. Another railway tunnel, we've done quite a few, but this one has got something different inside that I'm intrigued to see. So let's walk on and go into this tunnel, the Mappily Tunnel. Okay, so we've done the approach. We're here, about to enter the tunnel. Quite a foreboding sort of cutting really, to be honest with you. You look at that with the graffiti that I don't normally approve of, but it kind of gives it that.
Like guardians, aren't they?
Yeah, like guardians of the tunnel, as Ant says. Quite right, quite right. So we'll pass the guardians if they will allow us, and we'll enter. Right, let's just take a break from that tunnel, get a bit of fresh air while I tell you about this week's sponsor. Do you live in the UK and you want to get the best up and coming Black Friday discounts? Well, let me tell you about Pouch. Well, Pouch is a free browser extension that automatically searches the web and applies discounts whenever you buy something online. So Pouch, being online and pinned to your browser, is there when you're doing your online shopping. So this TV on eBay is £199, but at checkout, Pouch automatically pops up, finds the best discount codes and saves me £40. Can't be bad. So Pouch only takes a couple of clicks to install via the link in this video's description, and make sure to pin it to your browser and it will start doing the work when you do your online shopping and saving you money. Right, so Pouch works with over 3,000 UK websites, so if you've already got a similar extension installed, Pouch can actually find and offer you more voucher codes to save you even more money. I've been using it quite a bit recently because as winter approaches, I'm needing waterproof pants, boots, batteries, for lights and all sorts of stuff, so it's really come in handy for me. So click the link in this video's description to install Pouch for free in time for the Black Friday deals and any other online shopping that you do. It's an absolute no-brainer, free, and it's going to save you money. Up there for thinking. This Victorian engineering usually stands the test of time, but this place is in a terrible state of repair. I'll be telling you why during this video. So, as you've seen, quite a bit of loose brickwork here. That's why I've got the hard hat on. Right, so as we go inside, this place closed in 1960. Hopefully by now I've given you a bit of an info on it. But look at the state of the brickwork there, oh my God, look at that. Hence the hard hat. Fair few cracks there, look at that. Bloody hell. I don't think this place has got much longer left. Now that beam up there, Auntie's telling me that that used to form some kind of strengthening mechanism, and the rest of it is there on the floor, as you can see. But look at this. Look at that. The entire skin has come away there, and you can see what's behind there. And there you can see the actual rock. Get my light on a little bit. See the rock there. Wow. So as we look at the roof of the tunnel, a bit of a debate going on between me and Ant as to whether these things are from the original construction, because they used this sort of framework to build the arch of the roof of the tunnel, or whether these were put in later as strengtheners. Not quite sure. Those wood, looks like metal bands with wood underneath. From construction or later strengtheners, who can tell? You know something, as I walk in here, I've been in quite a few railway tunnels now. This is probably in the worst condition that I've ever seen. Harecastle was pretty bad, but the amount of cracks in the roof and the way all the skin's fallen away from the outside, it's quite I'm glad I've got the hard hat, to be honest with you. Okay, so the tunnel is 1,132 yards long. At the other end, it's actually filled in. Reminds me of the Butterhouse tunnel that I did in a previous video a couple of years ago. There's a big, it's all landfill at the other end. But before we get there, there's something that will possibly serve as an obstacle. Yeah, I'm right. So all this clean brick you see here is actually the front layers come off. I wonder how it can do that. I've never seen such a level of degradation within a tunnel. What's that, a milepost?
We think it is.
Possible milepost there. And look at that. So like I say, this week we're in Nottingham, and that's basically my journey, although it wasn't as direct as that, from Manchester down to the sort of northeast area of Nottingham. Let me show you what line this tunnel was on. Okay, so what line was this disused railway tunnel on? Well, this map, as always, is courtesy of Rail Map Online, and it's the Derbyshire and Staffordshire extension of the Great Northern Railway. The line ran from Colwick Junction in Nottingham to Eggington Junction in South Derbyshire. You can follow the line there in red, and where you see the black circle, that is roughly where the Mappily Tunnel is, like I say, just to the northeast of Nottingham. Go for it. Right, great, cheers. Right, and how many shafts, how many air vents are in this tunnel?
We've got 3 of them.
3?
There's 3 of them.
So 3 shafts, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And where do they come up? What's above us now? Where are we underneath? Are we underneath fields? Are we underneath the town? Are we?
You were previously underneath fields, now they've turned it into a relief road, which is bypassing Gedlin, which is a little village just down about a mile from here.
Okay.
So you can't get anywhere near it now.
Okay, so as Ant says, there are 3 air shafts in this tunnel. This is the side-by-side maps, courtesy of National Libraries of Scotland. Old map on the left, new map on the right-hand side, just to give you an idea of where we are and what we're going underneath. You'll see that I've put the arrows denote the 3 air shafts. We're going to be able to get underneath the 2 red arrows, but the blue arrow, we're not going to get as far as that. We've approached from the eastern portal of this tunnel, and we'll see the first 2 the air vents. Now, when they were building the tunnel, apparently there were 6 shafts in use, but 3 of them that got filled in, they were just for construction purposes only, and then 3 remaining ones just for ventilation purposes. And like I say, the blue arrow, we will not be getting under that shaft, as you will see in this video.
So we have the Derbyshire and Staffordshire Railway, and the line opened, like I said, in 1870. Around 1925.
This is mining country over here in Nottingham, and this was the problem that the tunnel had. There's all sorts of mining subsidence around here. In 1925, the roof collapsed. Now it got repaired.
So yes, 1925, there was a collapse within the tunnel. The collapse was about 12 yards long of the roof, and it blocked the line. Now they did repair it. There was 150 tons of rubble to shift. They had to divert the trains whilst the repairs were undertaken. But after that repair, there was a speed restriction imposed on the tunnel during the 1950s. But this subsidence, this mining subsidence, sealed the fate of the tunnel. Now, you'd be inclined to think it was Dr. Beeching that closed this line, but I'm led to believe that it was all this mining subsidence, and the tunnel closed on the 4th of April 1960. I'm going to show you another map now. Okay, so this map is courtesy of British Coal, and where the blue X appears is roughly where the Mappily Tunnel is. Now I'm going to fade in the mine workings in the area, the coal mining workings in the area, and as you see them now, they'll appear as a series of green X's, or green crosses. Just look at that, look at all that coal mining activity in the area. The red X is, from what I understand from the legend of this map, is shafts. But all those green X's are known mine workings, and that's why the Mappily Tunnel was so affected by subsidence and mine working in the area. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, Nottingham, coal mining country.
Well, that mining subsidence and now those problems with the pits around here plagued this tunnel, and eventually it got closed down. But that probably it probably accounts for why the brick is so sort of in such a poor state of repair. You know, you can see where the brick's fallen off, and you can see the rock behind it. Like I say, I've been in these tunnels before, and they're normally really good nick, but this has got some real structural damage on it.
Yes, it's a railway tunnel, or it was a railway tunnel, but for me this place has now taken on a new form. Changes during its abandonment has made it something else, something alien, something bizarrely organic about it. It's kind of morphed into something very different from what it was.
So what's the story with the buffer ant?
Legend has it, I've been told by a few people now, that this dropped off a brake van for working during the 1950s. came off somewhere around there, and it was simply taken to one side when they were aware it had happened, left in the recess, and it's been there ever since. So it's been here for around about 70 years, if that is a true story. And there's more than one person told me. I mean, there's no reason why it's
Yes,
there.
legitimate story, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm in the light, and that's because I'm stood underneath the first shaft in the tunnel. Now you may have noticed just then up ahead in the darkness, in the torches, there was something ahead. And there is, and we're about to walk up to it. Now I've seen pictures of this on the internet and on Ant's video, and I can't actually believe it. It's probably the most, I'm looking at it ahead now, and it's actually, right, I find this intimidating. He's laughing, but I find this intimidating. I'm going to turn the camera around now and show you what I can see.
She just goes a little mad sometimes.
That is very intimidating. That is what Ant has christened the crap stack, or various people have christened the crap stack. That is just a load of rubbish that's been poured down the vent, the air vent up above. And bizarrely, it's formed a column. I don't know how it's done that. Your guess is as good as mine, but that defies logic, and that is probably very unstable and eventually will collapse. But how long's it been here, Ant, that's stood like that? You've been here.
It's older than me, put it that way.
You're joking?
Yeah, it's stuff down there from story has it that when it shut in the 60s, it didn't take long for stuff to be dumped down there after. So if you think right in the centre of that,
yeah,
right in the middle at the bottom, there's going to be stuff that's been down there 50, 60 years.
Wow. But how long has the column been like that, do you know? When was the first time you saw it?
First time I came in here was January 2020, so nearly a year ago.
Alright, so it's been like that for at least a year, probably even longer, but there are posters on the internet of it, so God knows how long it's been like that. Very dangerous, very unstable. You'd imagine more of a mound, wouldn't you? But a column. Bizarre. Your guess is as good as mine. Answers on a postcard.
Do you want me to go around first, outside, and find the light on the way through?
Yeah, you can do.
You're going to end up there on me, aren't you?
Yeah. Right, so given that we've got an unstable... Right, so given that we've got a big unstable load of rubbish, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to walk past it. And you're going to tell me off, but we're going to walk past it. So I'll put the camera forward and you can go first. Ant's going to shine the light through so we can see where we're going. If it falls, we'll probably just be able to scramble back over it. If it falls on me, I'm dead.
Okay, so Ant's convinced us. That's fine, he says. So we're going to risk it and make a whole way around this crap stack. She's looking very precariously like it's going to fall that way. Curiosity is not better than I'm going to get ready.
Building some live the video and it won't.
Oh, look, it's filled in now.
Oh, he's gone. You alright?
Yeah.
You want to do it again? I've got it on camera anyway.
And the next obstacle is the infill. So is that what's at the top of there?
That's how it is. You can sometimes stand up in it, you can sometimes crouch down in it. There's no crawling. And you see we get dirty when I...
Should we try and go up and have a look at the top? Don't particularly want to, but let's see what happens there. I'm going to actually get down.
Up and down there, filled in all different ways.
After it was about the dinner and everything up there. Stinks of earth, would you believe? Right, look at that. In the thick of it here now. So that's them things we've been looking at all along. Are they wood? They're actually metal. That's metal, believe it or not. That's metal. See where it goes on there. And onwards is just earth as far as you can see. I take it eventually that goes to nowhere, Ant. Oh, nice. I think any one of them.
You do.
So that just goes on forever, does it?
Right, so back where the beam's reaching now, it goes down the dip and you can actually stand up there. There's
All
about
right.
7 foot there.
Yeah.
And then you go into a similar height again. So if you think the distance from the first shaft up until the crap start,
Yeah.
it's doing that again.
Right.
And then you'll get to the infill shaft. But I've never been further than that.
No, I don't think there's any point in going
Really
further.
no
than
need
that.
at all.
No. So it's just basically filled in down there.
Yeah.
You've got dips and everything in the tunnel. But so it does lower down off the ceiling. You can stand up like Ant says, but beyond that, it just carries on like this to the end of the tunnel, and then is the entrance totally blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course there's the other side of the crap stack, and if that goes now, I'm not quite sure.
I've got sandwiches.
Have you got a signal? Does anyone know we're here?
I do.
That's incredible, isn't it?
I mean, look how long that bit just breaks down. I think the fabric's getting a bit less brave in all these.
If you were limited to carry on, there's no point, it's just all earth and then the other entrance is completely blocked. We're going to brave the crap stack again behind us, get past it, and once we're past it, as long as nobody falls and disturbs it, as they may have already done. So we're going out the other way.
It's worth looking to the map. Like, you know when I happened in January,
Yeah.
you struggled to put a pencil in that gap.
There's a what?
You just struggled to put a pencil in that gap. It's that tiny.
Do you know what? It's actually, there's a big gap at the top, isn't there?
Yeah, it's dropping now.
It's not right to the, it doesn't fill the actual portal, the actual vent, does it?
That's all moved since I come the first time.
Right. You can see daylight in there, can't you?
All you can see was the crack when I come at the beginning of the year.
Right. Well, these two are going first, so if they disturb it,
You're going last.
I'm going last. Very interesting. Look at that. You can kind of see now why it is like it is. But my God, there's some years worth of rubbish there, isn't there? Let's get out and get out of danger. Yeah, get us a pic. And we're past it. Danger's past. See, I told you we'd be alright. It stood there for years, that thing. Wow, that is a very unusual thing. Very unusual. Defies gravity, really. So we're going to head out the tunnel now. And then we're going to get a brew. It's actually, this strange thing is that in here, the water's pouring through. And outside it's not even raining, which is very odd. Just shows you the water ingress in these places, the way the ground holds the water, and then it takes days to seep through. So anyway, we're going to get out back out into the little cutting, probably have a brew. I think Darren's made a Yorkshire tea. Let's hope he's not put the milk in first, and then we'll...
apart from when I stacked it on the craft stack. For them anyway, not for me. Yes.
So there you go, Mappily Tunnel, complete with Ant's crap stack, which was very unstable, but we went past it, just for you.
So that was the Mappily Tunnel, but this turned into a bit of a Nottinghamshire quest, and I have to thank Ant because he then took us to see the 5 concrete daughters of Britain's coal-fired power station past. These massive leviathans are probably going to be the subjects of the next video, so stay tuned for those. If you want to check out Ant's channel, it's Trekking and Towpaths on YouTube, and Darren's channel is Adventure Me on YouTube. I'd like to thank this week's sponsor, Pouch. Don't forget to check the link in the description to this video. It's a free way to save yourself quite a lot of money. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and I shall see you next week in the next video.